It's Madden NFL 24, and we've got the Chargers towering wide receiver. Always staying busy, he's your league leader in receiving yards. It's the Chargers and the Raiders under the lights on Thursday night.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm that is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Ready?
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
You talk about the defense for these Chargers.
They've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Tuli Pelotu.
He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 36. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And they'll be let out by their left-handed quarterback.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
The numbers on the ground for Hyde last week. 15 carries, 116 yards, and a trip to the end zone.
Well, obviously he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame, he's feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
The Chargers at 12-2 now on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now because, to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done. But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So left side, it's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
First and goal from the 6.
They'll run high. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal.
As long as you've been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on first and goal.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there.
Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. That time a 6-play drive, and it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later, hey, it's game day again. But I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Running right through him. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. Operating from the gun, Nelson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up.
Touchdown, Raiders! A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Raiders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Heading back out, the Chargers offense. We get a peek at the playoff picture in the AFC. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
Now a throw here, hauled in. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Hold it ready. Check.
7-7, our score after 1. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Get it. Ready.
They run it again with Hyde. And hard running's going to get it over the 40 to the 42.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3.
A give running right, it's Hyde. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Let's go now.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go through.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
Let's go.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And the win last week, punted 4 times as this one's away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Check pink. Up. Green.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 48 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Nelson. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Back to throw. Nelson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Off play action. Nelson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Nelson to throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll look to throw here on first down.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Now inside the 25.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. A try here for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long.
He's got a man complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
36 yards on the play.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Back to throw again.
And he is caught.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult.
Touchdown! A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here.
Ready up.
Nelson now throwing to start the drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Here we go, set.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. He finds his man, complete. It's Williamson. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Ready.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, we're in the
latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. A good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Chargers.
We've sat in a lot of meetings, and they always talk about the offense taking advantage of beginning a half. So special teams coaches don't listen to that. They want to take advantage with their own unit, and they just did.
And they trailed in the locker rooms, and they changed that immediately.
I think they drew that one up special. That felt like something he pulled out of his pocket that he'd been holding for a while, and they were able to use it effectively.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Nelson. And that's off the mark. Incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
And that's a good job there of knuckling down as an offense. You're trying to avoid 3 and out at all costs. And after 2 straight incompletions, this one's on target, and they're able to keep the chains moving.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Operating from the gun. Nelson able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. Nelson got a man, and he hits him in stride. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Okay, ready?
They'll look to throw again. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34.
Trayvon Walker,
the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards. Set to throw is Nelson. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the top rope there for the completion. They get 14 back, but it leads Browns now to a third down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Back to throw. Nelson. That quick throw there is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on second and goal?
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Operating from the gun, Nelson. And he couldn't square up to throw there, and it falls incomplete.
And that drive is going pretty darn well. 3 previous times converted on third down. But on that one, the defense rose up and said, enough of that.
And his kick here is good. And that'll bring him back within 4.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
The Charger drive about to get going.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
And the Raiders are in great shape here as they take over at their 40. That he is going to want to keep his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
A good pickup there, a 22. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Yellow, line,
one back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Now that play stopped by Drake Jackson.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th.
Yellow, check pink, opposite, green.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit it 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Looking to throw. Nelson. He's going to be sacked. Back in the 23-yard line. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. Back to throw. Nelson firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down.
Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up.
1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Breaks a tackle. And he is going to slide to a halt inside the 5-yard line. Well, certainly not how they drew it up. A 4th down gamble turns into a 4th down scramble, but all is well. 1st down. They'll try to run this one in. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Raiders have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle, and that gives them a 3-point lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
And he's got room. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
49 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They run again with Hyde on first. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
First down, a run with Hyde. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. 30 yards.
And the Chargers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown at the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead and
taking it right down Broadway. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Nelson. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Nelson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
Now Nelson on third down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. Fourth quarter, they need to make a play. That one was right for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this one is no good. He missed it, and that will keep this a 4-point game. Well, just kicking a field goal there, that's a decision that could be open to second guessing. You know, you're trying to get back within a field goal, but it didn't work out as planned.
And now you're banking on your defense to be motivated enough to get out there and get the ball back for you. I think if that ball goes through the post, the defense is naturally motivated, even elevated in their mission. Now they've got to find a way to dig down deep and get it done.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. Running left, here's Hyde. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Again, it's Hyde.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. A give left to Hyde. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Hey, let's go!
He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown! A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game.
And the Chargers are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
So the Raiders now down by 11, 80 seconds remaining. A crushing loss to their playoff chances on the horizon, barring a huge turnaround here, starting with 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Nelson on 1st and 10.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Nelson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the defense loses him. It's complete.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
A big play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Raiders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal.
So the deficit now 3 after the huge conversion, but they need to get the football back.
So this is where special teams really comes into play, because getting the ball back, it starts with this next kickoff. How do they get downfield, either jar it loose or get the ball back themselves? That's going to be key for them.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They run with Hyde. He's been the bell cow tonight. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Up the middle, high. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32.